fuel out here on a test drive in the rain with a dead battery, then I'm kind of so close. Now we hit by a car. Howdy, welcome back to the Diagnostics Motors YouTube channel. My name is Troy, and it's been a while since I made a video because, well, we've been busy. And we've been busy. I've been doing a lot of things with my own personal cars that I just haven't filmed. Doing some bumper swaps, sliders, moving around some of the armor on the D1, fixing a lot of things with the C43 AMG, a lot of little things. Also getting the wheels refinished and new tires, and I put shocks on it and getting suspension figured out. So really trying to do these things without breaking the budget completely. But I haven't done a whole lot of filming, but we are back, and we are back with another auction, Rover Roulette Rover. This time it's an 08 L320 Sport. Haven't done a Sport in a while, so we're gonna jump into it. It's pouring rain outside, it's nasty. I wasn't gonna make a video, but you know, why not? Let's just go ahead and do it. And here she is. It got dropped off yesterday. I just had to jump it, and it's a real auction special because it sat in the lot for a while at the auction. Didn't sell, we were making offers on it, and finally they accepted a low ball and it showed up. So we're gonna do a walk around, talk about where the car came from, and give you a real-time, I guess, impressions of maybe the flip side of the auction buying experience. And again, we didn't pay too much money for it, and it looks fairly decent, but let's get a little up close on it. Now, in true auction fashion, it showed up late at night. And the battery was dead, and the hood struts are shot. So the old jump box, lean, figured out, you know, it's the whole thing going on. But this thing, I don't know, let's look at the 142,000 miles, missing some of the components. They probably were looking to jump the battery and took off both those covers. But let's see, it's got orange coolant in it. It looks like all the hoses and everything are original. I don't believe the truck has a check engine light, but it just has that smell of sitting. I believe this thing probably sat for a while, but so far, you know, it's okay. The engine sounds good. It has some tires on it. Gray paint, I don't mind the color. I think the key was missing probably from a dead battery and the not working keys. But it's got a little bump in the rear there where the hitch mount is. But you know, cosmetically, for, I don't know, $4,000 or whatever we ended up paying for this thing, not horrible. Bump in the back. Again, this is a backlot used car. So that's actually a good tire. This actually has good Falcon tires on it. But let me get out of the rain. That's the outside. Look, it's a car. Camera's all wet. I'm all wet. Car's all wet. So let's just jump back into the Sport. A little bit of a sagging headliner. I don't know if that was in the pictures or not. And we've got some mats back there. So that's not bad. It's still running. It's not overheating or anything like that, which is nice. It also probably should be a little higher in the temp, but I do want to drive it. What else? 320 Sports. Now, we've done a couple of these, and I probably should do more because every time we buy one, it sells very quickly. People like all Range Rover Sports. I don't dislike them, I just don't find them very appealing. But from a sales perspective, they are a pretty attractive package. You get a little bit of a smaller, sportier, basically a smaller, sportier LR3 with the same engine, a little bit tighter feeling suspension, good steering, good captain's chairs, slightly different interior layout and whatnot. The dash is a little more forward facing, it's less vertical, so I guess that's a little bit more sporty. Not a whole lot of room in the back and not a lot of cargo room. So depending on what your use case is, it's a great personal coupe for the guy that's going to commute to somewhere farther away, and one's all-wheel drive and a supercharger. This one's just a naturally aspirated 4.4, which is the most reliable of the group. So that's not a bad call for the guy that picked this one up. So we're on air suspension still, 142,000 miles, 3-owner, dead battery. Smells a little musty in here. It's also pouring rain, so I'm assuming that these sunroof drains need to get blown out. Probably find some water in the passenger footwell or from the AC drains. I don't know if we're gonna get that far into the diag, but that's one of the big things that these things suffer. All right, so definitely have some water getting in there. I mean, that's not good, but it's not, like, to me, the end of the world. We know where it comes in. It comes in through the sunroof drains or through the seal of the door or from the AC drain, but it's cold. I know the AC has not been running, so that's probably not it. This battery is very dead. I didn't really like when I took the jump box off. So, Range Rover Sport. So I already tested the air suspension. It goes up and down. It does go high-low. It does shift into gear, but no one's driven it yet. So, low coolant level. It doesn't have low coolant. So that's probably the actual coolant bottle itself. And unfortunately with these, the reservoir and the level sensor is all built into the same unit. So gotta just replace it. They're not too expensive, but you know, that's the problem with these trucks, right? Just because I know, or you, ooh, it's got the cooler. Just because I know, or you know what the fix is for certain things, doesn't mean it's a good idea to do it because you know how to do it, because then you're just going to fix all the little things. But that's a different conversation. Oh, and this actually has the nice leather seats, instead of like the text ones. These are actually much more comfortable, but the heated seats work, so that's nice. All right, so we're actually gonna try to take this for a little spinny poo. See how that goes. Goes into gear, no weird noises or anything like that. Like I said, this one was for sale for a while. It ran in lane many weeks, which actually costs the selling dealership, I don't know, 50. There's a fee for running it so many times, and then they offered an option to make offers, but didn't say like the range or anything. So I would just keep bidding. I just kept bidding the minimum, and 3 or 4 weeks later, it actually took. So, and here we are, and it showed up, and actually, it's driving very nice. Actually, these tires are good. Test the brakes. Brakes are good. A little control arm vibration, but I'll tell you what, driving a Sport does drive better than an L322. I'll say that right now. Shocker. And it also drives better than an LR3 because it used the same kind of beefy single piece control arm that the LR3 uses, and not the multi-link BMW bullshit that's on an L322. So the steering is very direct, it's on center, and it's very responsive. I don't know if it's got a smaller or a higher ratio rack, but it definitely is way more responsive, and I think it's a better driving experience, honestly. We're also showing no fuel, so if I run out of fuel out here on a test drive in the rain with a dead battery, then I'm kind of screwed. But if you buy a car from Rover Roulette or me, this is what I like to do. I like to put a couple miles on it and drive it around, because that's not something that, you know, a shop is, you know, in their scope of things to do besides ensure that it's mechanically good to go. So, but so far it drives nice. Up to temp, feels good, shifts nicely, nice and smooth. No really rattles or other bad noises or anything like that. So far it's just, you know, dealing with the neglected cosmetic, you know, the little things. Yeah, super smooth. I mean, there's a couple little clunks, but the steering's on center, and I don't feel any secondary movement or anything like that. So, okay, I'm feeling a little better. And, you know, when you buy these cars at auction, like, I hate to say it, but one of the biggest thing is tires, because tires are so expensive these days. You know, for any type of these cars. Oh, look, there's a prostitute. If you want to you're going to want to put decent tires on, and decent tires are, you know, $1,000 if you get all of them correctly, and that really eats into your budget build. So buying one that has good tires on it, you know, I think that's really important when you're trying to make the decision on whether an auction car is a good fit for your project garage or not. Another big thing is making sure the blend doors and stuff works on these LR3 / you know, sport architecture trucks. There's a lot of blend-dory, heater-corey clogs and things that will restrict airflow or have the wrong type of air go out the right vent or the wrong vent. So kind of keep that in mind when you're doing a test drive. It might blow cold out of one side, hot from the other side. Could be a clogged heater core, or a bad actuator, or a blend door, or something like that. So just test that before you buy it. And I either ran out of gas or ran out of fuel or battery right at the front gate in the middle of the road. So I was very close to screwing this up. Almost made it. That's, oh boy. Well, I kind of thought that the fuel gauge might have been a bad center since it's reading so low, but I think we are just plumb out of gas. We are so completely out of gas that we're gonna have to get some gas. So Good thing for the customer, the gas gauge works. Bad thing for me, I gotta go take a walk because we don't have any gas. So close. Now we hit by a car. Oh, and we're back. Yeah, hey, top tip, listen to your gas gauge. Sometimes it's right. You know, I think this little dip that I have to go up to get into the shop was just steep enough that the last little bit of gas sloshed away from the sender. So good times. That's why I do this. Well, I think that's enough fun for one day. So we got some gas in, it's still running fine. Might need a new battery, but we'll throw it on a lift, see how it looks underneath. Good thing the gas gauge works because it's either drop the tank and everything. That's kind of a pain in the butt, but everything else actually seems okay. You know, it's gonna need a little bit of massaging and a little bit of love, but overall these are actually pretty decent trucks if you're not having to do all the control arms and everything at all at one time. But you know, with this miles on it, this is savable, this is usable, and for the money, I think this is probably going to be okay. And we're back in our lovely leak list because it's a slick top sales D2 that I'm really surprised no one's purchased yet. This truck is lovely. I've just been dailying it to keep the miles on it because it's good to have these things driven. But yeah, it works and drives very nicely. But I think that's going to be it for the Sport today. Again, let me know if you like this kind of format of auction review stuff. Obviously, it's not the only content we make here, but we are picking up volume and kind of sales. So it's interesting to see firsthand, I think, opinions and I guess visibility on how these cars end up, because I think a lot of dealers don't show it. And you just kind of always see the finished product and not all the in-between. So again, that car's gonna go on the lift, it's gonna get a state inspection, get a list, and work from there. So I think that's gonna be it. See you in the next one. All right, if you like this video, check out the rest of the channel. Thousands of videos. We've got the podcast on Spotify and on YouTube. And then follow me on Instagram. A lot of cool stuff going on over there. So see ya.